Have you ever wondered why some doubles partnerships work instantly, but others just feel like total chaos?
Well, it often comes down to one thing: playing styles. And once you know yours, doubles suddenly becomes a lot easier. So in this video, we're going to discuss why knowing your playing style matters, what the different types actually are, and most importantly, how to use these with your partner to win more matches.
Before we get into the different styles, let's quickly talk about why you even need to understand them in the first place. So, firstly, you'll know where to move during rallies and also have a better idea of what shots to play. For example, if your partner has a huge smash and you're really good at the net, then you want to move to the net more and play shots to get the lift for your partner, like net shots. Understanding this means you can work better with your partner rather than clashing all of the time.
Secondly, understanding your playing styles means you can then recognise your opponent's playing styles too, and you'll therefore know how to beat them. More on this later in the video. And third, it helps you improve your own game. When you're aware of your playing style, you'll then know where you're best, but also where you're weaker and what you need to work on.
Sounds pretty promising, right? It'll help your partnership, you'll know how to beat your opponents, and it'll give you a roadmap for improving your own game. So, we now need to go through what the different playing styles actually are, and how you can find out which one you are.
Yeah, and this will be split into two sections. First is your individual playing style, and this then determines your partnership playing style. So we have 5 individual playing styles, each of which fit into one of 2 broad categories: defensive or attacking. And it's important to note that you might think you are 2 or 3 of these 5, and that's fine. Every player will have a few strengths.
So, in the defensive category, we have the disciplined defender and the creative counterer. The disciplined defender is someone who's very consistent and solid, preferring more passive shots like relifting or clearing. The creative counterer is someone who's comfortable in defence, but likes using shots such as cross-court blocks or flat lifts and drives to try and change from defence into attack.
In the attacking category, we have 3 styles: the all-out attacker, the clever creator, and the net ninja. The all-out attacker is someone who prefers being at the rear court and likes to hit everything hard. Whereas the clever creator is someone who still prefers being at the rear court but plays more controlled and tactical shots like mid-court blocks, stop drops or slices to try to create winning opportunities.
And the net ninja is someone who prefers being at the front court and likes to intercept shots, play more net shot returns, and just generally dominate the net. Like we said earlier, you might recognise yourself in multiple of these styles, so we'd recommend pausing the video here and circling or noting down what you think you are.
Yeah, for example, I would circle being a creative counterer and a clever creator. That's a tongue twister.
And I would also circle being a creative counterer, but then also circle the net ninja.
Your playing style is determined by what you're best at, and this is often determined by your physical characteristics, as well as just what comes natural to you. For example, taller players will tend to prefer the rear court, or faster players tend to prefer to attack. When you understand your individual style, you then want to get into these positions as fast as you can by playing the right shots. So here are 3 quick examples. The first is, if you're a net ninja, you should play more net shot returns, like we mentioned earlier, and also some soft blocks, as these will help you move forwards towards the net.
However, if you're a disciplined defender, then you'll play more lifts, maybe even lifting off the return of serve so you can instantly go back into a side-by-side defensive formation. The third is, if you're an all-out attacker, you can play cross-court blocks in defence. Your partner can then go forwards, you go to the rear court, and hopefully your opponent's lift for you to use your big attack.
But for these to work, you need to know that your partner is okay with you playing these shots. Like, are they okay starting the rally in defence? This is where you need to think about who you're playing with and also your partnership playing style.
First and foremost, it's important to note that different individual playing styles put together can either complement or clash. So here are 3 quick examples. If you have an all-out attacker with a net ninja, this is a classic combo and you should work well together. But if you have an all-out attacker with a disciplined defender, it's going to be a disaster. And if you have two clever creators together who both play a lot of deceptive shots, it might be brilliant, but it might also lead to chaos and a lot of mistakes. So it's important to find out your partner's playing style before you play together.
Yeah, so for the partnership playing styles, we have three general styles. The defensive duo, I think the name for this one makes it pretty obvious. If you and your partner are both disciplined defenders, then this would be your playing style. Working your opponents around the court, trying to tire them out and force mistakes.
The second style is the attacking assassins, for those that prefer attacking. However, this could be more all-out style attack, creative attack, or fast and flat if you prefer drives and the flat game. And lastly is the first fall focus, for those that go all in on the first few shots of the rally, setting themselves or their partner up for quick wins. And if they don't win the rally in the first few shots, they'll probably then have an attacking preference.
Yeah, for example, me and Jenny adopted a first fall focus style, another tongue twister. We did this because it's where we felt we could gain an advantage over the best players in the world, who were better than us in a lot of other areas. And if we didn't win the point in the first few shots, we then had an attacking style where, because I didn't have a big smash, I used the clever creator style to try and set Jenny, a net ninja, up at the net.
Now, it's important to mention that you will need to be adaptable. And as you improve, you'll generally become a more rounded player, and you can then adapt to your partner's styles. For example, Greg had to be the net player in a previous men's doubles partnership, but the rear court player in the next.
I'm a chameleon, always adapting.
So yeah, it's important to be adaptable. And if you only circled one individual playing style earlier, you ideally need to work on adding another style into your game. So for example, if you only circled that you're a disciplined defender, but then you walk onto court and the shuttles are really fast, you might not be able to play your lifts and clears without risking hitting everything out of the back.
So here you need to train to become more rounded, maybe by practicing no lift games and being more of a net ninja or clever creator. Or if you're an all-out attacker, you can practice your stop drops or being more patient, rather than just hitting everything with full power. This is because when you play against players who can get your smash back, you'll need this variety and patience.
Now, if you want to actually practice these different styles we're talking about in this video, we'd recommend checking out our Badminton Insight multi-feed programmes. There are programmes for every playing style. There's defensive ones, attacking ones, and net focus ones. Plus, we've even created pair multi-feed programmes to help you and your partner move around each other well, get in sync, and never clash again.
While multi-feed shouldn't replace rally-based training entirely, it can be a very effective way to practice these specific styles and also improve your speed and consistency on court. So you can check them all out on our website. We'll leave a link in the description below. Thank you so much to one of our amazing subscribers, Joseph, for this video suggestion. We hope you found it insightful. If you did, please drop it a like, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already, and we'll see you on another video very soon.